We didn't have a lot of hail here. We actually had a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and it caught a lot of people off guard. You could see the storm coming from the horizon, and within minutes, it dealt a massive punch. Just off Highway 267 and Perry Road in Plainfield, people took cover from another round of severe storms.
It's a little ridiculous as it just picked up out of nowhere. We should probably take it inside. It's a little outrageous.
The strong wind and heavy rain forced people to take cover. You could even see the effects of the storm moving across the pavement. You pulled off the road because of this.
Yeah, actually, I was just got about 2 miles to go and just had to get off the road before I got hurt.
Gary and Lori Perschbacher got caught in the storm.
Caught us by surprise.
Less than an hour and a half from home, the Perschbachers had to pull over. They've been traveling on a motorcycle since leaving Virginia.
We stopped earlier and got gas and knew it was coming, so we put our rain suits on and thought it'd just be rain, but that was a little more than rain.
The sound of sirens followed. Within seconds, power was out in Hadley Acres.
When we got out here, it ended up being a transformer on fire.
Lieutenant Dyken says strong winds took down a tree on a power line. It even left a big mess in this homeowner's backyard.
I'm not sure how much of the neighborhood's out of power. I know that at least this corner is. I would assume that a lot of it is because there's several poles involved.
And power has been restored to part of that neighborhood. Emergency crews expect to have it all back on tomorrow morning.
Hey, good evening to you, Eric. Cold and blustery out here tonight. Hard to believe we're talking about tornadoes. Chunks of homes taken out of here, and also that aforementioned hog farm. As you said, we're hundreds of yards away from it right now, well across the road, and you can see this metal, these scraps of metal that were tossed about. I mean, take a look at this one right here. It's no small piece of metal surely flying through the air earlier today. It is a very rural area, a whole lot of nothing out here, which makes the damage even more significant. It huffed and puffed, and these little piggies lost a home. At Swine Pro, a pig farm, an expansion is no more. A worker here, we're told, injured, but no comment on the ground. A ground's eye view, important farm equipment tossed about. Next door,
it was all kinds of wind.
Toppling age-old timber. So a little bit of damage and enough kindling for a lifetime.
Oh, yes.
Hey, can you tell me what happened? Only the dog's home, where the mailbox was severed and the overhang now overhung.
I guess I'm kind of a hoarder. I find a bargain, I can't resist it.
And where Don McKenzie kept his stuff is now not. In our hotspot tour, a clear northeasterly path, picking up the pieces one by one in open acres.
I've seen damage like this, but not here. Not here.
Not here until today. Of course, the damage is still being surveyed. Insurance adjusters to talk to. Folks here say the path was pretty clear, 3 miles long. Unsure, though, tonight, as you talked about the 6 tornadoes that were certified, unsure if it was a straight line wind or a tornado. The Weather Service was about to get here when they called things off tonight, so they'll be out here tomorrow to answer the question of whether or not it was indeed a tornado. Reporting live tonight, Brad Edwards, 24-hour News 8.